Welcome to Rise and Learn English. Have you ever had this experience? You read a sentence in a textbook and you understand it perfectly. It says, "What are you going to do?" You know every word. You know the grammar. But then you turn on a movie or you listen to a native speaker in a cafe and they don't say, "What are you going to do?" They say, "What you gonna do?" You feel confused. You feel like they are speaking a different language. You might even feel like your English is bad. But your English is not bad. You are simply suffering from the difference between robot English and real English. In school, we are taught robot English. We are taught that every word is a separate brick. We place one brick, then the next brick, then the next. But native speakers do not speak in bricks. They speak in a river. The words melt together. They change shape. They disappear. Today, we are going to crack the code. We are going to look at exactly how people actually talk and why you don't sound like them yet. We are going to explore the 3 secrets of natural speech: reductions, connections, and transformations. Let's start with reductions. This is the art of shrinking words. In English, we are obsessed with speed. If a word is not important for the meaning, we crush it. We make it small. Look at the word and. It has 3 letters, A-N-D. But in a sentence like black and white, we never pronounce the D. We barely pronounce the A. We just say N. Black and white. Fish and chips. Rock and roll. If you say rock and roll, you sound like a computer program. You sound too perfect. To sound human, you must be imperfect. You must reduce the and to a simple noise. The most famous reductions are the gonna and wanna family. You learn, I am going to go. A native speaker says, I'm gonna go. You learn, I want to eat. A native speaker says, I want to eat. Teachers used to tell students that this is lazy English or slang. That is a lie. This is not slang. This is physics. It is physically difficult to say going too fast. Your tongue has to move too much. Gonna is efficient. Even the President of the United States says gonna in formal speeches. If you want to sound like a native speaker, you must stop resisting these reductions. You must embrace them. Now let's talk about the second secret: connections. Imagine you are writing a text message. You put a space between every word. Most students speak like they have spaces in their mouth. I, like, it, a, lot. 5 words. 5 spaces. But real English has no spaces. It is one long noodle of sound. There is a specific rule for this called the consonant-vowel link. If one word ends with a consonant sound, like KDS, and the next word begins with a vowel sound, like A, E, I, they become married. Look at the phrase, check it out. Check ends with K. It starts with I. So we say check-it. It ends with T. Out starts with O. So we say Che-ki-tout. The whole phrase becomes Che-ki-tout. It sounds like one Japanese word. Che-ki-tout. When you try to listen to English, your brain is looking for the spaces. But because the speaker is linking the words, you can't find the start or the end. You get lost. To fix this, you need to stop seeing English as a list of words and start hearing it as a stream of sound. When you practice speaking, don't say, read a book. Say, read a book. Connect the D to the A. This small change will instantly make you sound smoother. The third secret is transformations. This is where things get strange. Sometimes, when 2 sounds crash into each other, they create a completely new sound. This creates a ghost sound that isn't written in the text. Look at the phrase, did you? If you speak carefully, you say did you. But in fast daily life, the D sound hits the Y sound. When D and Y collide, they create a J sound. So, did you see it? Becomes, did you see it? Or, would you help me? Becomes, would you help me? If you don't know this rule, you will listen for did you, but you will hear did you, and you will think, what is a did you? Is that a new vocabulary word? No, it is just a transformation. We do this with T and Y as well. Don't you becomes don't you. Nice to meet you becomes nice to meet you. This is the ch sound appearing out of nowhere. Why don't you sound like a native speaker? Because you are reading the spelling. You are trusting your eyes. But English spelling is a trick. It is a historical museum of how words looked 500 years ago. It does not represent how we speak today. To sound natural, you must stop trusting your eyes and start trusting your ears. You must ignore the letters on the page and mimic the sounds in the air. Let's talk about the T sound. The letter T is the chameleon of English. It changes color depending on where it sits. If T is at the start of a word like table, it is strong. But if T is in the middle of a word, between two vowels, especially in American English, it changes. It becomes a soft D. This is called the flap T. The word water. Americans do not say Wa-ter. We say Wa-ter. Better becomes better. City becomes city. If you say Wa-ter with a sharp, crisp T, you will be understood, but you will sound foreign. You will sound precise. Native speakers are soft. We smooth out the bumps in the road. There is also the stop T. This happens when a T is at the end of a word. We don't release the air. Look at the word hot. We don't say hotta. We stop the air in our throat. Ha! The sound is cut off. It was hot outside. You barely hear the T. It is a ghost. If you release a strong T at the end of every word, your speech will sound choppy and mechanical. Finally, we must talk about the music. Every language has a melody. Some languages are flat, some go up and down at the end. English has a very specific melody based on function and content. Content words are the words that carry meaning, nouns, verbs, adjectives. Function words are the grammar glue, in, on, at, the, a, is. In real English, we shout the content words and we whisper the function words. I went to the store to buy some bread. Store and bread are loud. They are long. I went to the is fast and quiet. To buy some is fast and quiet. It sounds like da, 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 da. You probably don't sound like a native speaker because you are giving every word equal respect. You are treating the with the same importance as bread. You are being too democratic. English is not a democracy. It is a dictatorship of the nouns and verbs. You must learn to suppress the small words so the big words can shine. So how do you fix this? How do you move from robot English to river English? You stop reading. Reading reinforces the separation of words. You start shadowing. Find a clip of a movie. Listen to one sentence. Don't look at the subtitles yet. Listen to the music. Where are the connections? Where are the reductions? Did they say going to or gonna? Did they say did you or did you? Then repeat it. Try to match their speed. Try to match their laziness. Yes, try to be lazy. Relax your mouth. Let the sounds blur together. At first, it will feel wrong. You will feel like you are mumbling. But record yourself. Listen to it. You will be surprised. That mumbling actually sounds fluent. It sounds real. You have spent years learning how to write English correctly. Now you must learn how to speak English naturally. They are two different skills. Writing is architecture, it is structure and rules. Speaking is music, It is flow and rhythm. Don't bring your architectural tools to a music class. Listen to the flow. Connect the words. Reduce the grammar. Transform the sounds. And remember, you are not trying to be perfect. You are trying to be human.